Florida lawmakers want to put more money in coaches' pockets. They're pushing to raise pay for high school coaches.
Our Capitol Bureau reporter Cody Butler explains how this may help combat a growing shortage.
Florida lawmakers are ready to vote on bills aimed at helping Florida high schools keep coaches on the sidelines. These bills would create new funding mechanisms so that these coaches can be paid more.
We cannot continue to lose great coaches to other states.
That means paying more. Right now, high school coaches across the Sunshine State are paid a stipend, which can vary greatly depending upon where you are. Florida is dead last in paying high school football coaches between $3,000 and $6,000 a year.
Long after the scoreboard gets turned off, the lessons that they teach about discipline, teamwork, accountability, and resilience stays with our students forever.
Right now, many coaches in Florida, especially in northern counties, are rushing to states like Georgia for more money. NFL Hall of Famer Cris Carter was one of several coaches at the Capitol Wednesday advocating for coaches' raises, knowing firsthand the important role they play in student lives.
But my favorite coach, and is most responsible for me playing in the NFL for 16 years, is a guy's name of Bill Conley.
It's not just for the boys. Frostproof Middle Senior High School track coach Tessa Taylor says raising pay will help recruit more women coaches.
Because a lot of times you have females balancing home life, other jobs sometimes, and coaching, and there's not always the support or compensation they need to do this.
Which in turn would encourage more girls to stick with sports.
The more female coaches we can keep in the game, the more female athletes we're going to keep in the game as well, and that's going to give them lifelong benefits.
Lawmakers are ready to vote on bills that would allow boosters to fundraise a portion of a coach's salary. Representative Adam Anderson sponsored the proposal the last few years and is hoping the move will get the ball down the field this year.
It's about respecting the role that coaches play and giving our school districts the flexibility to retain, reward, and recruit talent without mandates.
Governor Ron DeSantis has supported this idea in the past. The Senate is scheduled to vote on this on Thursday. At the Florida State Capitol, I'm Cody Butler reporting.